My name is Sam and I will be doing a video comparing the graphic interfaces of 4 synthesizers. The first synthesizer we will be looking at is the ES1, which comes standard on Logic Pro X. Its graphics may make it look more complex than it is at first glance, but it mainly follows the standard synthesizer layout. Oscillators on the far left, filter in the middle, amplifier on the right, low frequency oscillator on the lower left, router lower middle, envelopes lower right. The next synthesizer we will be looking at is the Crystal Synth. I cannot enlarge it any more than this, unfortunately. The Crystal Synth is a free synthesizer that I found on Music Tech Magazine's list of top 10 free synthesizers. Despite its simpler appearance, it is actually one of the more complex layouts I have found in synthesizers due to the use of tabs at the top that separate it into more sections. In the first tab, we have the voice selection, patches, envelopes, LFOs, modulation matrix, the voice tabs are all replicas of each other, so we will only look at one. In the voice tabs we have filters, oscillator, and amp. The final tab is the mixer. In the mixer, the first section is the mixer, followed by delays, and finally splits. The next synthesizer we will look at is the Free Alpha from Linplug. It varies slightly from the traditional layout in going with more of a left to right layout and less up and down. But other than that, there are a few surprises. On the far left we have our oscillators, followed by filters, then our amplifier, followed by the matrix. This is then followed by the LFO. Then we have our signal flow and our effects. The Free Alpha was also on Music Tech's list of top 10 free synthesizers. Yet again, I cannot enlarge it past this point. The final synthesizer we will look at is the Ultrabeat, which is a drum synthesizer that comes standard in Logic Pro X. At first glance, it looks less like something from a music studio and more like something made by a person on acid for a sci-fi film. Despite this, its layout is fairly standard with a few extras. On the far left, we have our audio sample interface. This is then followed by oscillator 1, our noise oscillator, and oscillator 2. In the middle we have our filters, which is followed by our amplifier. Directly above the amplifier we have our LFO, and directly below it we have our envelope. At the bottom of the screen we have our sequencer. In closing, I will provide you with a brief display of this synthesizer in use. Thank you for watching.